just occurred to me that my mirror is probably really dirty. This morning, I was just wrapping up a YouTube video that I pre-filmed that probably will be up by the time this video goes out. And I was like being so hard on myself about it. And that's a theme that is like tracked through, I feel like, all of the creative stuff I've been working on lately. Whenever I was recording yesterday, I like just kept like recording like a little verse or whatever, and then my producer friend would be like, you know, like, how do you feel about that? Like, I think that sounds perfect. And I would be like, I fucking hated it. Let's do it again. And I just like couldn't really get like a take I felt good with. And like with this video, I feel like working on it, I just kept like just critiquing every little thing and making myself feel truly terrible. I'm no stranger to self-criticism. I feel like that's something that I in particular like really have like worked hard to kind of rewire my brain over the years, like as an adult, because when I was like a teenager, I truly like hated myself and was the meanest person to myself. So like I've made a lot of progress. I always feel like it's really like disappointing in a way when I kind of hit this just like phase where I can't really let myself be happy with anything I'm doing. It's kind of funny because it's almost like then I'm critiquing like myself for the fact that I'm critiquing myself. It's like this very vicious cycle. And anyway, I'm feeling a little bit down about, I think, just like the creative output, like I guess the results of them, because I have like higher expectations than what I think I was able to meet or am able to meet in this moment. And I think two things. One, I think that on some level, something that I need to work on as a creative person is learning when to kind of relinquish my perfectionism and just like allow the thing to be what it is. Like, this is the best I could do like in this moment. And so like, this is what it is. And kind of like, especially with YouTube where it's like there's content, you know, I'm trying to make a video like every week. So it's like not every video is going to be the best video I've ever made, and that's okay. Like, I think at least for me personally on the like side of making the thing, I care more about the fact that I'm like staying in a regular practice of creating something, like remaining accountable kind of to these internal like goals that I have for myself to show up with some regularity, and like just keep that creative wheel like turning and keep those juices flowing so that then when, you know, some idea that's really fantastic like comes through, I'm really able to like receive it and make something great with it because I'm already in the habit of just making things. So that's one thing, just trying to learn to let go a little bit. And then the second thing is that, especially with like creative work, it's like it should be fun. So it's like if I'm hitting a point where like I'm just beating myself up over the thing, then like maybe I do need to take a break from it and come back to it. Or maybe like in the case of recording yesterday, it's like if I listen to the vocals and I'm like, actually, I hate all this. It's like, okay, well, I tracked a version of it that exists, you know, and I can re-record them. If it's really like not working for me, like nothing is super permanent or like so critical that like in this moment, if I don't make the most like perfect version, then like everything is gonna fall apart. That's something I'm trying to remind myself of and just be a little bit easier on myself about. And I also think that I've just kind of been like stressing in general, like kind of like, I don't know, trying to do a little bit too much, juggling a bit too much, which is very classic me. I don't know if I'll ever overcome that. It's my primary character MO, but I am going to take myself to a little movie date this afternoon before I come back home and just do more work. So that's nice, at least to give myself a little bit of a break. I'm like looking in the viewfinder. I don't know if I've like looked you guys in the eyes at all this entire clip, so I apologize. When I was in college, I used to do like two kind of pigtail braids and then like loop them in this kind of way that's like kind of cute. So maybe let's try that. I used to braid my hair so much. It's like something about it, it feels like, I don't know, like I'm returning to my younger self in a way. Is that like darling or is that like Heidi Mormon like vibes? I don't know. Wait, I forgot how I braided it on the other side. I don't know. I hate when they like, that's the thing about braiding hair or like stuff where it's like doing eyeliner on either side. Like I get so irritated if they're not like exactly identical. So this always like adds like another thing to stress about. It's so fun living in my brain. I love it here. It's like this disappointed sigh. What should I wear if I'm gonna wear my hair like this? Oh my god. Okay, I feel really cute actually. I put on this little denim vest and this green top. If you feel good about your outfit, then I feel like, I don't know, like it really lifts your spirits. And just to kind of complete the look and add something extra special to make me feel better, I'm gonna use a little bit of this Jasmine Yucatan Dias and Durga perfume sampler that I got for free actually from like the store person, which is really sweet. I couldn't tell you any of the notes. Maybe I'll put them on screen if I can find them, but the jasmine does certainly come through. It's like a mature floral scent and not super overbearing. It has something that still feels really light about it, and I would really love to get more into personal scents. So this is kind of my first foray into that, and I really only use it for like super special occasions or when I need to pick me up, and so I'm gonna use it today. Wow. Wait, that was kind of sucked. This has such a buttery flavor to it that I'm surprised that there's no butter in here. And there's maybe like the slightest bit of like buoyancy that's like lost that you would get from like a gluten-y cinnamon roll, but like I don't miss the gluten eating this by any means. It's very delicious. This slightly less pillowy dough like almost makes it feel, it's not pastry-like at all, but makes it feel more like a croissant or some sort of pastry rather than like a bready yeasted like baked good, which is really interesting. Do you want? Charlie approved. Now I don't know what I believe. I'm like unconvinced that rolling your stuff like makes things fit better, but I don't really have the patience to learn like how to pack better right now. I kind of just want to pack, you know, and be done. I think that maybe I should check a bag.